What's up, everyone? I'm Timothy Alman Jr. This is Milamasylum. Thanks for tuning in, checking out this review. So looking kind of weird. So the Switch. This is my initial first take on the Switch. I've been playing with this thing all night long, trying to figure out how it works, how games work, etc., etc., etc. So back in the day of the Wii, I remember you had your Nintendo store, and then you can basically just search games. Yeah, a lot of the games weren't on there, like Secret Evermore, which I still can't find on any platform, which sucks because it's one of my favorite games. And then I've noticed that there are also a lot of games that you just cannot get on here, which is strange to me given the technology that we have today. That not everything is on this. So that's kind of sad, really. But yeah. Anyway, so the Wii, I downloaded and bought a bunch of games. What I do like about this is, you pay for your subscription and then you get a bunch of free games. Not every game, but a lot of free ones, or free play games. You can play all, for free, but not really. But the subscription is super cheap. Um, it's cheaper than my premium Spotify, which says a lot. And it basically works in the same way. Um, you pay for your premium and then you get a bunch of quote unquote free music. You don't actually own any of it. And that's similar here. You don't actually own any of it, which I kind of like that thing because then I'm not spending a bunch of money on a bunch of games that are just strictly downloaded to this platform or this console and using up a ton of space, really. Um, but it does the same thing where it offers, you can buy up the newest games that come out. So that's super cool. And like I said, I haven't played one of these ever. Um, and besides playing a couple games and trying them out on here, that's my first experience with it. I hooked these Joy Cons, I believe that's what they're called, up to the controller thing together and did that, and I like the way that felt. And I like that this is a touchscreen, just like the Wii U is a touchscreen. I mean, this is exactly the same thing. Like this is the Wii U. I mean, it is. We can just remove. I mean, the Wii U is basically the mini or whatever that thing is called, the light, Switch Lite, whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I don't know anything. I have not done anything on this console because all my Zelda games existed on everything else until now we're getting Tears of the Kingdom. So that is the only reason I bought this. Because when the new Zelda comes out for the next console, I buy that console so I can play that Zelda. So I own every other console because I play all the Zeldas on those consoles. I don't upload the other Zelda to this console or that console. My consoles consist of those Zeldas. Do I upload Zelda 1 and Zelda 2? Yes. So I can play those games. But Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, those are on my 64. A Link to the Past, my Super Nintendo, my Game Boy games, etc., 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 etc. Um, but there's a couple annoyances to me, and that is every time I go to log in on that thing, go into like games or I have to re-enter my goddamn password. So if any of you know how to um, get rid of that, let me know. I suck at video games. My son isn't here, so I can't ask him, hey, do I have to enter my password every single time that I want to get into this goddamn thing? It's so annoying. I mean, yeah, it's super quick, but the point is it's driving me nuts. If I'm the primary user on there, I should be able to save and just one click. I shouldn't have to re-enter. And I think I had to do that on the Switch or on the Wii U every time too. But it's been a couple years since I played that because I had just finished Skyward Sword. Um, but or Breath of the Wild. I can't remember. Yeah, Breath of the Wild. But um, so I haven't really been playing anything since. But yeah, I did have to enter my goddamn password every fucking time I wanted to get on that too. Anyways, it drives me nuts. It should just be super quick, super easy, and I don't have to continue to keep doing that. And I saw they had the alternate for your other device, like your phone or whatever. But I'm sure that's even more annoying because it's the same damn thing. Like boop boop, and then your other. Yeah, I don't know. Um, but as far as this goes, this the screen, the clarity, all of that, high def, it's pretty good. I like the button controls. It is a little small for me, and some of these are like in funky areas. Um, but it's not hard to navigate, which is nice. But the plus and minus button, I don't know. It's a very strange console. It's just weird the way that they have it set up. It doesn't work for me that well. Um, I yeah, but it's also annoying when you go into online play and then they pops up all your other games and then it reroutes you to the e-store to do this. I hate that you have to download each digital console in order to get the digital games. That's stupid, in my opinion. It's dumb. Just bring me a list of all the games, allow me to download each and every one of them, and so I can play them. Um, I like the save heart things. I think that's cool that you can upload to your like your like list. And hold on, there's an alarm. Let me go try to find this. Found it. All right. So I like the little heart saved on your heart list. That's cool. So if you find any games that you're interested in, then you know, save them for later. Um, the one thing I do hate about this platform is they do not give you any reviews of the games. Because there's a bunch of games, I'm like, oh. And then it goes through the licensing stuff, but it doesn't give you any of the reviews, so you can't get a idea if it's going to be good or not. Otherwise, you're starting it, you're playing it, you're wasting your time. It's just like, and that's the thing I like about the mobile phones now, obviously. And this has always been a problem with video games, is you never know what you're gonna buy. You don't know what you're getting. And before the internet existed and people were able to review and play these games, it was just you buy a game and hope that it was going to be good. There's this invisible game here, and you just hope that it was going to be good, and then you get a shitty game. And the only other way that you would know is by word of mouth reviews from other people. And so I wish they would put that on the platform where instead of me going over to my phone and researching the game that I potentially think might be good to play, yeah, I can watch the trailer and the review, but that doesn't give me any actual detail about the gameplay or the game itself or whether it's good, whether it's wasting my time, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I want to know those things. So that bothers the shit out of me. I also noticed there's a ton of phone games on this, and I hate that more than anything. It's not a phone. It's a video game console, and you're like, well, those are video games. Are they? No, they're mobile games on my console, and that drives me nuts. Um, but what I'm thinking is that maybe it's um, transferable, compatible. Um, so you can play whatever game it is on your phone and maybe transfer it to here, and then you can play it on your TV, which is kind of cool. I don't know if you can cast everything from your phone to the TV. I've never even tried any of that shit because I'm content with my tiny little screen and just playing it in there. Um, it's just like when I play Breath of the Wild on my Wii U. I just use the handheld. I'm so used to that little screen. I didn't notice any difference. Period. Like big screen there. I mean, I did all my playing on that handheld device, so I can just sit over here like it's a Game Boy and just play my game. I mean, it's genius. It really is. Um. Anyways, I'm super excited and super looking forward to Breath of the Wild, or sorry, Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm excited to go through and get a new game, a new version of Zelda, and so super looking forward to that. But as of right now, that is my complaints with the Switch. Um, and it's definitely not user friendly at all. It's not user friendly. Um, it's like using an iPhone. Like every time I get on that thing, I'm like, how do you work this thing? And I'm like, hey kids, come here, show me how to navigate this thing. And then you go through. It's annoying. It's what it is, and that's what this is. This is annoying. This isn't just turn it on and go. I mean, yeah, it is. If I had an actual game to put in here, or if I downloaded another game, yeah, then that'd be the thing. But just trying to navigate through and try to figure out things and then have to enter your password and use blah, 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 blah. It's just stacks. I'm old school. Give me a console, put a game in, and play. And yeah, you get to do that with that. Cool. But the online part of that should be way easier than it is because my phone is way easy. And this should not be difficult. Um, but anyways, as far as the score goes for the Nintendo Switch OLED, um, I'm going to slap it overall with the experiences of right now. Um, a 7.1 out of 10. That's basically the best review I can give it, considering as the basics of the console itself. Um, who knows? Ask me in a year from now, if you watch this video, what I think about this console then at that time. But as of right now, my score stands. I'm really not impressed at all with the console. So yeah, I'll put a game in. It's going to be better quality, but overall, yeah. But I do have this, you know, Tears of the Kingdom edition. So in 10 years' time, maybe it's going to be worth a ton of money. And I don't know how many um, of these they released, but I was watching this video of this dude, I'm going on a rant right now of this guy who bought up every special edition Switch that he could get his hands on, and there's a ton of ultra rare Switches, and only a few of each things were ever made. The Animal Crossing one, the baby blue with the raccoon things on there. I think it's Animal Crossing. I could be wrong. Is like the least of the rare ones, and I'm gonna assume that the Zelda is. I would have made the Zelda one even more rare, honestly. Um, but yeah, so I don't know how many they put into the market. So, but well, I guess we'll just have to see. So, make sure you guys take super special care of your Zelda themed Switches. Um, that's all I gotta say. Anyways, I'm Timothy Almeida Jr., and until next time,